go. I don't need to be doing that. Let's see. Okay, we didn't need no echo going on. I had to get my other volume turned off. Hey, everybody. Please say hello when you get here. If you are a silent watcher, welcome. I still like to say hi to you anyway. Happy Hump Day. What is this? December the 4th. Y'all, this year's just gone by so fast. Okay, so I know y'all are probably sick of tree toppers, but I have I laid out a bunch of stuff and grouped it in the tree topper, how I wanted the tree toppers to be, what I wanted to make them. So anyway, I don't have but maybe 2 more. So I might do them off camera and we'll do something else live or whatever. But anyway, and yeah, it's late in the season to be making them, but I go ahead and I put them in my Etsy shop, and then usually that's the first thing I will sell next year. If they're not selling this year, you know, because it's done getting late for shipping, it'll sell next year. So how is everybody's day going? And y'all, these little poinsettias I bought several years ago at Walmart. I think they're just adorable. And they've just been in a tote. I keep all my supplies like in totes by the season, whatever. So, let's get started. This one should be a little quicker. I've already got the bows made. So, maybe it'll be quicker than yesterday's. I know. I don't like to get the lives too long. And this little pick came from Walmart probably last year. And so did this one. These came from Hobby Lobby. These even came from Walmart, y'all. So let's see how we're gonna do this. This is pretty steady. I'm gonna clip some of these off. I've tried to get everything ready, but I've been running all morning. Trying to get things ready. I got some things I got to get done today, so better not done yet. We're going to use this. I'm going to use some white because I don't have red floral tape. Don't even know that they make it, but that one's red. This one's white. So, and if we use these, they're white. So we're going to go with white. How about that? We'll go to the top here, and we're going to put this one on. So, Miss Tiff said hello when she first got on, and she's probably driving about now, so she's probably listening, but not going to be too much in the comments. We totally understand because we don't want her having no wreck. So, y'all, I came out here in a little shop, and I brought me something to drink, but I also brought my protein shake. I'm not a big breakfast eater. I like to drink my breakfast. I drink a protein shake. I just don't like to eat early in the morning. So anywho, I have my protein shake and I can't find it. So anyway, I got my other little drink. I poured me a little bit a few minutes ago. So please tell me I'm not the only one that does that. Okay. So I was trying to inspect these before getting ready. And I noticed that on one of them, don't even know which one it was now, but how on the back of here, this wire that holds, now this is just a little piece of fabric, and they put pom-poms around the edges and put it on a little wire. You could make your own poinsettias, just to be honest. Last year we did make some ribbon poinsettias. But anyway, this wire was on the front side. Peeled it off, glued it on the back side. So literally, if you had beautiful ribbon that you wanted to use as poinsettias, you could make your own poinsettia. And if I might have it, hang on just a second. It'll take me 3 seconds to grab this, and I'll show y'all that we, oops, there went the clock. It went down for the count. Hey, Miss Rachel, how are you? And there's Miss Andrea. Woohoo, I made it. Yes. Cue the confetti, right? So this, now I didn't put wires on this, but you could, let me show y'all. Because y'all need to know these things. You can get this wire at Hobby Lobby. You can get this wire at Walmart. You can get this wire anywhere. Craft supplies. Probably Michael's, I'm sure. All you have to do is run it. I mean, get on the back here. Run it just like this. So I didn't plan to do this, but hey, if y'all can learn a new craft while we're making something, why not, right? So just take a piece of wire here, and this is probably 18 gauge. It's usually what I get. It's pretty stiff. So then you can bend it and shape it. If you wanted something like that, all you got to do is buy the little pom-poms. I got a roll of it, 2 rolls of it right there. And you could run the pom-poms around the edges of it. And you'd have your own poinsettia. So if you've got ribbon that you really, really love, and you want to make a poinsettia, and that's just some little red beads. Look there. We just tied it with a pipe cleaner. You could run those wires and then run you some floral tape around them. And so you'd get the little wire a little bit longer. Like you could use it regular size. Run it down through here and then turn it this way and run them all together. And then it'd be on a long pick. So, hey, Guadalupe, right? I have to stop. I love your name. I just probably say it so wrong. Guadalupe. So that's how you can make your own poinsettias out of whatever ribbon that you were wanted as. So, all right. I want more of these. Let's see. So y'all let me know if y'all are gonna make some of your own poinsettias. Good morning, welcome. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all being here and spending your time with me. Time is a gift that you can't get back. So I always say, when you spend your time with me, I appreciate it so much. I'm thankful for each and every one of y'all. Thankfulness is not just for November or Thanksgiving. It's anytime, all the time, all year long. Those are so cute. Thank you. Okay, so when you have, I have wrapped some of these on the same stem, it all works good. I'm going to go back over this a little bit for again. And I was live yesterday, y'all. We did a farmhouse tree topper yesterday. So it had some beautiful poinsettias. If you like the rustic look, this will be fun and festive. And like I said, I've only got maybe 2 more, I think, of supplies laid out for tree topper. So we're almost over these. And we'll be getting on to some different crafts. And Y'all let me know in the comments what are some crafts. Well, this is the 1st of December, so are y'all still wanting to do maybe a Christmas craft, or y'all wanting to, what do you want to do? You thinking New Year's, or what would y'all like to see? Valentine's is coming up. So those little pom-poms, some of them were loose. I missed you yet. Yes, you did. I have to watch the replay. I told him, I said, that you would be here, but you probably was either busy. You probably didn't know, because I had said I wasn't going to come on till today. And I got back in between appointments yesterday. I had an appointment yesterday morning. I got back around noon. So I think it was around 2 my time. When I actually got to get on. And so, and then I had to be out of here by 4 so I could go get ready for the next appointment yesterday. So it was, I jumped on. And yeah, it's a little late to be doing these. It is. But y'all, I'm going to put them in my Etsy shop. They'll be there next year when, because they started buying tree toppers, I think, in August for me. So, I am a little late to getting all these done. You know, I'm just wrapping this twice so that the red doesn't shine through. I don't want this to be real dull, a dark white, when those are so bright and white. I'm still in Christmas mode. I can't think that far ahead. Hey, me neither. Yep. I have a hair appointment yesterday, and that was an all-day process. See, I had a hair yesterday morning was my hair appointment, and y'all, I didn't roll it this morning, so it's not fixed. Because I got to roll it this evening for church, so I was like, I ain't rolling it twice in one day, ain't gonna happen. It just can't do that much. So I was back by 12, and then I had to go meet with some former co-workers. We were getting together to see each other, to visit a little bit yesterday evening. All the fun things, you know. All right, so on the front, I like to put 2. On the back, I do like to put 1 to make it pretty, and it's kind of in between the 2 that's on front. Okay, so I'm gonna, y'all know, just add these as you go, tape them up so that they hold in place, because if you don't, they're going to slide around, make you aggravated, or they do me. So some of these, there's like 3 little petals that are smaller than the others. So these came from Walmart a few years ago. We're going to put this down in here, I think. This one came, I think, from last year. I think they had them this year too. Pom-poms. And there was pom-pom. These were pom-poms. They got pom-poms on the poinsettias. So I just called it a pom-pom tree topper. That's why it's called pom-pom tree topper. Okay, get back a little bit. Pulling them out and about. past the poinsettias. So are y'all hot today? You cold today? This weather is bipolar and she's off her meds, y'all. So we were supposed to get down to 29 last night. I think we got down to 33. I think they missed it. I'm kind of happy about that, but it was cold, needless to say. Anyway, and this one came from Walmart. Walmart is not really the cheapest, but at least they kind of stepped up and got some cute little picks, you know, that you can use in your Christmas tree. Or yesterday we used Christmas balls in our Christmas tree topper. I showed y'all how to, we used the candy cane Christmas ornaments and the Christmas balls. So if you don't have picks to put in your tree topper and you got Christmas balls that match, coordinate, you know, you can use those. We use the candy canes. I showed y'all how to make picks out of them. We had ornaments, and we made them into, you know, 3-pack cluster, 3 balls per cluster. So really, really cute. But just because you don't have, you know, picks, you can still make you a pretty tree topper. All right, and these, I thought I had 3. Yes, I got 3. These came from Walmart this year. Could have. Let's see. This will be fun. This roll is not going to go around and around in that tight spot, so I'm just cutting me off a piece. I'm going to wrap it right here because these don't have a long stem, and I'm running out of long stems. So we're just going to add it right here to this one. Y'all know that's the only thing I hate about this stuff is it's sticky. Icky, icky. You make it look so easy. I fought about a week to make my tree topper. Bless your heart. Well, if you was close by, Miss Andrea, I would have put it together for you. In fact, a lady that works with my husband, not my husband, a lady that works for my son in his insurance office, she said the other day, she said, Miss Rachel, I have watched your videos over and over and over, and she says, I cannot get my ribbons on the wreath to look right. So I told her, I said, if you'll bring your ribbons to work, your wreath stuff, I said, did not bring me nothing to sit this on. I will, when I see Chase Thanksgiving, I said, I'll get the stuff from him. I'll put it together for you. You just send me your stuff. So I've got to do that because I got to go down there tomorrow. All right, y'all, give me 3 more seconds. I know, second time I've left y'all today. Let me grab this. This is one I put together the other day while I was in here. That one, I don't know what day I put it together. I'll run in here, and if I have an extra few minutes, I'll throw one together. Okay, that's just, it just gives you an extra hand. All right, let's do these real quick. And then we're gonna be where we can put the felt on it and put our bows on it. That would have been most welcome. It would have been fun too. You know, it's so strange because, you know, you always meet people, you know, that are like-minded, like have the same hobbies and the same things in common, and they're usually hundreds of miles away, thousands of miles away, hours away, you know, whatever it is. And it's hard to find those people in your area that, you know, and I'm sure they're here, but usually the ones that you connect with are far away, and they are all fabulous. Thank you. So it's kind of ironic, you know, how you connect with people that's so far away, and you think if only they were nearby, we could do this, this, and this. We could hang out and do that, that, and that. Okay, let's see how we gonna do this right here. We might bring one. I don't know. All right, let's. Miss Andrea, what's the temperature out in California? Yep. And my craft and Christmas buddy moved to Arizona. See, that's no fun. What's your temperature? Wow, we're freezing over here in the south. Down here in Mississippi. Alright, I'm going to put some right down here because this is going to be down here at the bottom. And so it just holds together under our felt. You spin me round and round. Okay. There we go. So see, you can move them around. They've got wires in them. Kind of wanting to be droopy, so we're going to put a little piece of hot glue in there. I did make a post yesterday. Amazon is out of the candy canes, but they did have the balls still that we used yesterday. So I screenshotted a picture of them and put that link on a post in the YouTubes. All right. Now, sometimes when I'm using white, I do use these, and you can use them on any other color of your tree toppers. But these little tiny zip ties, so I'm going to go up in here and kind of get these all gathered together. Y'all, I hear a little bird. My birds did not Now, I had a lot of hummingbirds, but my other birds, I didn't have a whole lot of them eating this past summer. But since it's gotten cold weather, they kind of come back around. And I got a little bit of food out there for them, but I need to go buy some more. They have been singing this morning. All right, and see how that one is kind of coming loose right there. I tried to check them all, but sometimes you miss one. They sound so sweet. A piece of fuzz, y'all. It's time to get some new scissors. They say fabric only, but when you're cutting wired ribbon, yeah, they start getting dull. And it's been a few years since I bought some, so. Okay, I think we're about done with that part. So, y'all, that's the worst part of it, is that sticky tape. We're in the upper 60s, 69 today, and low in the mid 70s for the coming week. That's not too bad. I think I just slung a little, whatever it's called. I think we're through with these. Get them out of my way. So these are the bows that I have made. And so I did 2, 1, 2, 1. So, and then one loop for the middle. And you just turn it sideways. So I like to do that. That way you can spread these 2 loops out, put this one in the center, and then spread this one out, put this one in the center. And that way your eye kind of flows to all the ribbons. So we're not using all the picks. So we got 2 bows made. We're going to put this on here, and then we're going to put our bows on. Yay! Hey, Miss Kathy. Oh, I missed the beginning. Darn. It's on replay. You can watch the replay if you want to. I need to buy new scissors and a new wire cutter. I need new scissors bad. But, you know, I'd rather buy pretty stuff than new scissors. Oh, goodness. You say you bought that at Walmart. What's that? The poinsettias came from Walmart several years ago. So I don't know exactly what you're talking about. The Pom Poms came from Walmart, I think, last year. I think I saw some this year. Granted, about it, our Walmart did not get as much stuff as they did last year, so everything's gone. These little white curly swirly things came from Walmart. And I think these little pieces of candy came from Walmart. So most of this did come from Walmart. I did show how to make a poinsettia. If you got your favorite ribbon and you want to make a poinsettia, you can make a poinsettia. All right, let's do this. All right, we're gonna put the front like this. This one's not as heavy as yesterday's. Yesterday's tree topper was a little heavy. But if you've got some ties on here, it's going to hold them up straight anyway. And y'all, that hot glue is not going to hold these permanently. I mean, they would come right back loose because this tape is so sticky. It's not gonna, but it's gonna hold them there and give me time to get our felt on there. So this is the front. I'm gonna start on this side. I want the seam starting here, and I've got them facing the back. So we're gonna go right down through here, and that felt, it's going to stick to it long enough for us to get the felt wrapped back around. So here I'm going up on the side. Because when you put hot glue on felt and put the felt back around on top of it, the felt is going to glue really, really good together. You won't be able to pull it apart. So that's just holding to that sticky tape until we can get it glued on itself. Okay, so I'm going to bring it around. It's kind of on the back side, coming around to the side. I want to leave that side just a little bit open until I get those little pipe cleaners through the little holes. How do I get notified when you go live? Okay, on the video there should be, let's see, it may not show it now, it may be afterwards. You can see, and you may have to click on, you can click on Rachelsuniquecrafts and go to my page, my channel, and you can click on the bell, and it may let you, let's see, no. But when you click on the bell, then click on the little word that says all, and that way you'll get all the notifications, like if I upload a video or if I go live or if I make a post, you can go to your notifications and it's going to come up there. Now I have mine set where I get YouTube notifications where on my phone it's got like a banner, and so it's up at the top. So every time, for all the channels that I have a notification turned on, the bell turned on, usually I select all. It's going to show up on your phone, whether it's, how you have your settings on your phone. So you can go in your phone, you can go to your settings, and then you can go down to YouTube and decide whether you want it to make a sound, or if you want it to just be a banner up at the top, or if you want how you can choose how you get your notifications. But you do have to have them turned on in your phone too. So just go to your settings and go down to YouTube and make sure that either a sound or a banner or something's turned on. I had to keep redoing my tree topper because it was too heavy for my little pencil tree. Uh-oh. You are so very welcome. Okay, now we're going to take this little tool. You get it at Dollar Tree. And I'm going to look at the front. So I want the back. I want these to be shooting out the back. So I'm going to come over here and kind of judge about where it's going to need to come through at when it's wrapped around. Poke that hole in there. Once I get it through, I'm just going to try to wiggle it around a little bit to make that hole. I don't know if you can see it. You probably can't see it. But it is right there. Y'all see it? There it is. My finger's on it. Okay, so you're just going to wiggle it around because the felt is going to close back up. Then you're going to take your pipe cleaner and go through that hole. And yeah, sometimes I have to do it a couple of times. All right, so it's going to go through there. Now, keep this rounded, whether you're sticking your finger through there or what, until you can kind of push it straight and pull it out. You don't want this to crimp, because if it does, it's almost impossible to get it to go straight after that. I'll put a little bit of glue right here. And just pull it snug. So that's one. Now we're going to come down. If you got an edge of the table, I can, well, let me pull y'all down right here. You might can see better what I'm doing. Okay, we're going to put this on the front side. Move it around a little bit. See, I got my finger up in there until it gets right there where it can basically pull straight through. Kind of got a wrinkle right there, so kind of pushing that out. All right. I'm going to turn it a little bit. And I'm going to put this one kind of straight across. Okay, this one's going to be a little easier because it's further over here, but I'm just kind of watching it, making sure it's not going to cramp up, and then pull it straight through. And then we'll come down here on the very bottom. Okay, same thing. It's going to come through. See how it's straight. Now, we're going to put a good bit of hot glue on this felt, right down through there like that. Pull it snug, and voila. So now you would set this up against the trunk of your tree. This being about at the top, it's going to sit down on the top. And this is the trunk. And you're going to take these around and tie it off. And you don't have to look for zip ties every year. You're just ready to put your tree topper on when you get it out. So I'm going to come down about a half of a fingertip. And we're going to cut going up. Now we're going to come back. We'll cut this little snippet right there off because it's poking up. And we're going to put some hot glue up under the edge here because I want that edge to lay down. Okay, that's a good thumb print. Past. That's about a half of a thumb print. Thumb width. Glue this. Now we attach our bows. And it's got tall, so we're going to take our bows. And y'all, this is the same way I make all my bows, like for wreaths, for tree toppers, whatever. All the same way. Okay, I'm going to pull it around. I won't be able to show you on the second bow because it'll be, it's only a feel game after that. You just have to feel of it. So I'll pull it like this, as tight as I can get it, and twist it. Then, after twisting it a couple times, I'm going to come back around to the front of that bow and do the same thing. Now we're back around here and you're just tying it off. It uses up the pipe cleaner, and see, I'm just twisting it. Now, pipe cleaner is just like your felt. It's going to stick together and you won't be able to pull it apart. Just put you some glue on there. And this part too, you won't be able to see on the next bow because it's a feel game. You just got to feel around. I'll just put a little dab of glue up in there so those don't get loose. All right, so fix your ribbons. And the bow is what makes the tree topper the finished look. Now, I started off with my loops. They're about 6.5 inches. And then this one's probably about 5.5, almost 6 inches. I try to go down a half. I think that's maybe an inch to a half an inch. All right, one last bow, and y'all, we're gonna be done. All right, I'm gonna put this one. And so this is where I say it's a feel game because you just gotta feel around. I had to kill. Okay, I read that. Thank you. You're welcome. How tall is the tree topper? How tall is the tree topper? Let me get my yardstick, y'all. Hold on. I see it. I just can't reach it. So, the tails I usually make about 16 inches long. But from the bottom of the stem here, and I set that one down too quick for it got dry. Let me put a little piece of wood there. Now then. So from the bottom of the stem, if it's sitting there, it is 22.5 inches from there to the bottom of the stem right here. Now if you're talking about to the bottom of the tails there, it's going to be about 29 inches. Okay, let me see. Where have I gotten to on my bow? Tying this pipe cleaner off here. I just do this bow just like I did the other one. Now I'll twist it. And I used green on this one. It'll probably go on a green tree. Green is the most common, but you could have used your white felt if you wanted to. You can use some hot glue. Glue your stems. If most of your stems has got tape on it, they're not going to stick real good, and that's why I used these little tiny. Oh, you can see that real good in front of my red shirt, huh? Let's see how big they are. They're 6 inches, but they're real tiny. They work perfect because you can't hardly see them. They're white, but not like real bright white. So, all right. There you have it. And if you want to get you some ringlets, y'all, when I was a little girl, my mama would roll my hair and put it in ringlets. And you can make your tails longer, ever how long you want them. But you could do just the middle. You could do all of them. Personal preference. Or you can just have them straight. Or you can have them a little bit curled. If your ribbon is wrinkled, take your forefinger, your pointer finger, and your thumb. And it'll straighten them all out. With wired ribbon, that is. So, there she is. But just remember, every time you add a pick, tape it, or I would tape it and do the zip ties, maybe when you got several that you're doing together. Because if not, you're going to get frustrated. I'm just saying. Because if you got a bunch of, especially if they're heavy and you're trying to hold them in place, every time you try to move or add another one to it, something's going to fall out of place. That just holds them in place as you go. So each time you add one, I would do a little bit of tape. So you're welcome. Another gorgeous creation. Thank you. Y'all let me know. Christmas crafts. What y'all want to see next? Hopefully I'll have my tree toppers finished in the next day or two. Well, tomorrow I won't get to. Tomorrow I will go see my daddy. So I'll be out of town tomorrow. So Thursday, no live. Depending on how the world is turning on Friday, I will try to be live on Friday. So turn your notifications on, hit that bell, and then select all, and it should give you all the notifications. Go to your phone, go to your settings, go down, scroll down to YouTube, and you can tell that app how you want your notifications. If you want a banner going across, or if you want a sound, if you want a sound to, your channels, and you wouldn't get, the only way you're going to get notified of each channel is if you go and click on their bell and you select if you want just their live notifications, if you want all their notifications. So you can select on each channel how many notifications, or what kind of notifications, I guess is what I should say, that you get. So yes ma'am, in about 2 minutes. So for any of the channel members, if you're in the membership, there's a Zoom call after the live. So thank y'all for hanging out with me. Thank you for spending your time with me. I appreciate it. Time is a gift you can't get back. So when you spend your time with me, I love you and I appreciate it. Thank y'all for being here. And we will get to crafting and making something a little different than tree toppers now. So I love y'all. And it's giving me a plus. And I don't know what that plus is. So anyway. Anywho. I love y'all, and I will try to see y'all Friday if I can get some stuff together for us to do Friday. I love y'all, and y'all have a great, wonderful week. And I will see y'all on the next one. Bye-bye, y'all.